Hey fam, hear me out for a second. You were in a relationship with a narcissist, and you know how when they came in with the love bombing stage and the trauma bonding stage, the best thing to do is see who they become after the honeymoon stage, right? The honeymoon stage everybody goes through, where you're pouring into each other a lot, you're being very intimate, and seems like everything, they're agreeing with whatever you're saying, they're agreeing with everything you're doing, and then once that stage is over, the honeymoon stage is over, the narcissist is when you got to start really paying attention, right? That's when you start really seeing the real narc come out. The real person starts showing up after the honeymoon stage, because they know the reason they put you through the honeymoon stage is to make sure that they grip you, they lock you in for the rest of your life. They want to put a really good grip on you by love bombing you and trauma bonding you, right? And usually get stuck in that piece. Now, keep in mind, once that honeymoon stage is over, right? And you start seeing the breadcrumbs of narcissists, you start seeing who they really are, right? We're not playing this blinders no more. We're really seeing for what they are at that point. You'll realize that narcissist is playing a game with you. You'll realize narcissist is starting to, pull fast ones on you. These are small breadcrumbs of narcissism, but we're not paying attention to that because we're still caught up in the love bombing and trauma bonding stages, and we're not realizing what they're actually doing behind our back, what they're doing to us right in front of us as well, right? It's very important to evaluate your relationship with a narcissist once the honeymoon stage is over. Now, once the honeymoon stage is over, at that point, you got to make that decision to cut yourself off completely and remove yourself, because this person's never going to be any good for you. Narcissists are pure devils on earth to teach us lessons after lessons after lessons. They get sent by assignment by the devil. They have evil, devil, Jezebel, metaphorically speaking, energies attached to them from all the wrong they've done to others. You're not the first one they hurt, I promise you that. And you're not the last one they hurt, because their games have been going on for a very long time, ever since they were young, right? They've been playing this game with everybody. They've been manipulating everybody, devaluing everybody, breadcrumbing everybody, blame shifting everybody. Narc will never take accountability for anything. You know that, and I know that, right? Narc is narc. Narcs don't care to take accountability, because if they take accountability, that means they're wrong. And they don't want to be wrong. You know, and I know, if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist is never wrong. They're always the victim. Remember that part. They victimize you and then become the victim. You know what I'm talking about. You've been through the relationship with a narcissist. So it's very important that you evaluate your relationship with any future narcs that may arrive in your life. It's very important to really pay attention at the end of the honeymoon stage for who they really are. Don't stick around if somebody's not treating you right. Don't stick around if somebody's playing games with you. Do not stick around if they're cheating on you, lying to you, manipulating you. You know the manipulation. You've been through it. You've been manipulated. My videos of Divani God, I'm talking to you. These guys will manipulate everybody, including themselves, right? That's how horrible individuals they are, that they manipulate themselves to convince themselves what they're doing is right, even though they're wrong, right? Any person looking from the outside in on a relationship with a narcissist will point it out, like, this narc is wrong. This person is doing you wrong. This person is doing you dirty. This person is playing games with you. This person is meeting up with people. This person is entertaining others. Because narcs don't know what loyalty is. And when someone like you shows up that knows nothing but loyalty, listen to me, we're loyal as hell. We're loyal as a dog, right? But don't ever turn around on us, because we'll bite you in return. Because we'll show you the loyalty, we'll give you the love. But when you come against us, and when you turn on us, when we did nothing wrong to you, when we all we wanted was to give you real unconditional love and cater to you and care for you and love you and be kind to you, you threw all that away. We have no problem being loyal as a dog, but loyal as a dog that'll bite you in a heartbeat because you've done us wrong, right? Narc was here playing a game, a mental manipulation game, the whole time you were with them. Trust me when I tell you, it's very important to evaluate your relationships after that honeymoon stage is over, especially with a narcissist. That's when you know who they really are. And you can't play blind. You can't be like, oh, it's a red flag, small red flag. Let me paint it green. Let me paint this one green. Don't do that. Don't do that. God doesn't want you to do that. God wants you to use your discernment. Discernment is the ability to know what's right for you, what's wrong for you, what's good and what's evil, right? God's given us that. This is why God didn't stop you going in a relationship with a narcissist. Why? Because of the fact that God will expect you to use your discernment sooner or later. God expected you to realize who this person was for what they were, right? Instead of like putting your narc on a pedestal. They didn't deserve the pedestal. They deserved to be on the ground. They never deserved the pedestal. Narcs were here to truly test you. And you passed. Congratulations on them, but you got to continue moving forward with God and prayers. Watch how your life elevates, and I promise you, your emotional, mental, physical, and financial blessings arrive in your life when you leave the narcissist. The cheat code is you choose yourself, self-worth, self-love, and God, more importantly, and prayers. And watch the power of prayers unmatched, unparalleled in this world, and watch how your life gets better and better. But when you have finally gotten out of the grips of the narc, that means you can't think of them, and you can't think of them in your heart either. This narc was never good for you. This narc was only here to play games with you and to destroy you ultimately and put you in mental hospitals, psychologists with meds, not sleeping, not eating. That's what they wanted you to do for the rest of your life. Listen to me. I don't care how long you put in a relationship with a narcissist, count your blessings. I don't care if you put decades in, and I know people that have, because I've seen those comments, and I know people that have put a lot of years in a relationship and feel like they lost those golden years, lost those years. You didn't lose nothing. I promise you, Almighty's gonna return every bit of that back to you on your face, your body, every way possible. Emotional blessings, physical blessings, financial blessings are real. The Almighty gifts you that. When you choose yourself, you choose God, and you choose the light, not the darkness that the narc brought to you. Guys, comment, share, follow, like. I love you guys. God bless you. Keep it going. I promise you got this.